guys, welcome back to TDO and check this out. The Galaxy Z Fold, the 7, is a great phone, not going to knock it. But you guys would enjoy it more if you can have these 8 settings. These 8 tips that I'm going to show you are my best and I've really enjoyed using them. And they will completely help you enjoy your Z Fold 7. Samsung would hate tip number 8. Let me explain. Watch until the end. Tip number 1. Have you guys ever heard of the 9-10 split view? Essentially, you can have 2 apps running at once, correct? Basically, instead of splitting them evenly, check this out. You can simply drag the slider to one side across the screen and it takes up to 90% of the screen, while the other app has that slim 10%. Hence, the 90-10 split. Yes, Samsung. Now, you can do it other way around if you want. You can have the other app to 90% and the normal app that you're watching to 10%. Either way, you get to use them both. And I think it's a very good tip. Tip number 2 has to be the aspect ratio. Now, the Z7 Fold, you can actually customize the aspect ratio. All you need to do is go to settings again, display aspect ratio, and you will get those 3 options. Options are full screen, 4.3 screen, and 16.9. Basically, if you are playing games, you can set this up to 16.9, which I recommend, which gives you that maximized view of gaming. However, if you are playing other simple gaming apps, you can put it on full screen. Now, tip number 3, which is one of my favorites all day long, is flex mode panel. So, if you go to settings again. Now, if you scroll down to advanced features, click on that, tap on flex mode panel, and once it's on, fold your phone to 90 degrees. This is 90 degrees. Let's say you're watching, I don't know, YouTube, Netflix, and on the bottom you have your playback control panel. And you can rewind, you can pause, you can fast forward, you can control the volume, the brightness. The touch main display is sick, and you can literally sit the phone on the table and watch like it's a mini laptop without a phone stand. Also, on the left hand side of the panel, you would get more icons like the screenshot button, and you get the volume, like I said, and also you can change the actual brightness. And it's a laptop trackpad as well, because you can stroll through the website using this as well. The flex mode basically turns your Z Fold 7 into a mini laptop. With those control panels at your fingertips, enjoy. Tip number 4 has to be apps in alphabetical order. Now, it's so easy to put them into alphabetical order, and if you have OCD, mention no names if you do, and you got sick and tired of looking for your apps there all over the gaff, just follow these settings. Basically, swipe up your app drawer, tap those 3 little dots of menu, and on those dots you will see sort. Tap on sort and then select alphabetical order. And trust me, it will clean all your apps and make your phone look well organized. Simple as. And if you're looking for a certain app, it will be in a particular order. Trust me, it will definitely clean up all your apps, and you can find your apps by just scrolling alphabetically, and it is that much easier and so much organized. Now, tip number 5 is the multi-window. I do recommend you turn this on. Basically, this is good for swiping or split screen and of course pop-up view. So this allows you to have a quick access to multi functionalities. Basically, once it's on, you can use 2 fingers and you can access split screen mode simply. Now, you can drag your fingers from the right top corner and this will turn on your window to pop-up view. So once you do this, you will constantly be using this all day long. Why? Because this will enhance your multitasking usability, very natural to use, and it is amazing to have it on this phone. Number 6, which I thought was thick, because I didn't know you can do it. So check this out, selfie camera. So tip number 6 is the selfie camera, and it is a very good tip. Check this out, open the camera and tap that little icon that says selfie. So this turns your front camera into a live view finder. Now you can frame your shots while using the main sensor cameras on the back of your phone. Now look at the image quality. Sick. With this move you can get better dynamic range, sharper details, and look at the proper color tones you get. Really, really good for selfies and even shooting content on your phone. How sick is that? Now tip number 7. Now tip number 7, I highly recommend that you guys do this because security on phones nowadays is so important. Because here in the UK, these phones are getting stolen by the minute. It's crazy. So security, settings, lock screen, and AOD. Now, if you go to settings, again, scroll down to lock screen and AOD. Tap on the screen lock and biometrics. Now you can see all the different methods of unlock your phone. Now, if you focus on face recognition and fingerprints, I would not use face recognition on Samsung. And I'll tell you why. Hang on. Samsung, as it's not like the Face ID on the iPhones, completely different. Because Samsung fingerprints sensors, especially on these phones, the Z phones, and Samsung phones in particular, is also fast and super quick to open. You need fingertips and thumbprints. So it's very hard to copy that and to get your phone opened. But what I did find out is that, especially when you got your notification coming in when you're with someone, basically your notification will be on lock screen. And let's say a message does pop up and it will not show the full content of your message on your phone until you've unlocked it. And this is for security and privacy reasons. I think it's good to have. So keep your phone private. Now, tip number 8, the Samsung one that is never too late to hate. I'm telling you now, we all know that the Z Fold comes with a 12 gigabyte of physical RAM. I'm saying physical RAM, yeah, let me explain. But Samsung has built in a new feature which is called RAM Plus, which is out of the box, and it's usually set at 8 gig. However, most people are telling you guys to go and turn that up to 12 gig. They think more is better. I believe less is more. And I don't think so, because let me explain why this will really affect your phone if you start changing those RAMs. Why is it that my phone is so slow? Because if you go to settings, go to device care, memory RAM plus, click on that and you will see it is set on 8 gig. Do not go up to 12 gig. If you do, that is the RAM plus gig, which slows your phone down. I'll explain that in a minute. So RAM plus uses your phone storage as a virtual RAM, but storage is slower than the real RAM. So if you force it to use 12 gigs of storage as RAM, your phone will eventually slow down because it's trying to read the data and it will be slower than the processor needs. That's why, hence, I say keep it on the 8. Check this out now. If it's set on 4 gig or if you turned it off, you already have 12 gigs of real physical RAM anyway. So that is plenty for gaming apps anyway. Remember, using too much RAM plus actually steals your storage space and slows down the phone. So keep it low for maximum performance. Less is more. Do that and your Z Fold will be actually sharper and simpler to use. Guys, that is my 8 tips for you. Leave me a comment down below because I'm going to do another video, which is part 2 on the settings of the video and the camera features. Guys, smash up the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Cool. Until next time, enjoy the 8 tips.